Hi, I'm Ernie and I'll be taking you through Puritas Springs Software's 44th Frequently Asked Question video. It's about handling donors that made so many gifts during the year they won't fit on the Form 709 form set. I was a little surprised to get this call, not frequently, but regularly. Regular enough so that we decided to make a video about it. And what's nice about the technique is that it can be used in other Puritas Springs applications and probably even any application really. And with that introduction, let's get going. What you're looking at on the screen right now is page 2 of the gift tax return. It's Schedule A, and this is where all the gifts go. There can be gifts to charitable organizations or trusts, or really any entity can probably receive a gift. That may not be 100% true, and likely there are exceptions, but it doesn't hurt to think of it as true. I want to show you how you can fit more gifts than you thought are possible by being just a little bit creative. First, it'll be easier to push the limits and cause problems if I stick to Schedule A Part 1 gifts. Those gifts are subject only to the gift tax. Part 2 is for gifts that are subject to the generation skipping transfer tax and the gift tax. And so it'd be easier for me to cause problems and overflows and require extra space if I just stick to one of these sections. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to restrict my example to gifts the donor made and not gifts made by the spouse. And the same reasoning applies. I want to fill this up so that we need to make more space. And when you're thinking about space, which of course is what this video is all about, column B is the column that should get your attention. That's because more information is required. You need the donee's name and address, the donee's relationship to the donor, a description of the gift, and if the gift involves a CUSIP or a EIN number, you got to put that in there. So conceivably, to complete one gift, you've got to have at least 4 lines. And that's the same amount of lines as is in the column header on the actual IRS form. You could put the donee's name and address on one line and use the 3 other lines for the other 3 things that they ask for. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open the sample file to show you what I mean so that we don't have to waste time. Sample. Typing things. Let's go to page 2. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We have one gift we're describing, and we're using 4 lines to do it in. But this video, and you know, if that's all you have, then you're good to go. But this video is about handling more than just one. If you have more than one, what do? That's what the continuation pages are for, and I'm going to show them to you here in the tree view. See continuation pages, we blow that up, and there's actually 3 different types for Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, and each part has 2 subparts. For gifts made by the donor and gifts made by spouse. And finally, after drilling down all that way, you get to where you can select each individual continuation page, and there's 4 of them. Let's take a look at one. We'll go to continuation page 1. I've already got it filled out. As an example, you'll see that there's, scrolled up and down there, 40 lines per page. And there's 3 more continuation pages. Now, you know, one thing that I've always thought is it's unfortunate that these lines are grouped together in sets of 5 because the grouping is actually meaningless. You're just using the 40 lines. Therefore, if you're using 4 lines per gift, you could fit 10 on a continuation page, and since there's 4 continuation pages, that would account for 40 gifts. Again, I can't say we get the call frequently, but we get it regularly where someone says, I just had a call where somebody had 65 gifts, and they wanted the advice on how to handle it. Now, if you're good at condensing your entries, you might be able to fit a gift on just 2 lines. That would give you room for 80 gifts. On the other hand, if you're saying to yourself, I could never fit everything on 2 lines, remember, when it comes to giving information to the IRS, always give them what they ask for and never a shred more. Once you've given them what they want, giving them more can only hurt you, really. So unless big explanations are unavoidable necessities, and I can't think of when that might be, keep descriptions to an absolute minimum. I'm thinking of years ago, well, not that many years ago, as a matter of fact, President Obama's gift tax returns were available online, and you could look at them. And there's a perfect example of, they had a lot of paper there, but it said nothing. They didn't even use the form so much as they said, see exhibit, like I'll show you how they did it. And that's the way that went. They had an exhibit then, and there was like one sentence, gift to, I think the husband and wife made joint gifts to 2 daughters. You know, I may be wrong about that, but that's the way I remember it. Anyway, that's so you want to keep it to a bare minimum, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. However, yeah, for sure, there may be times when you just can't condense your entries, or maybe you have more than 80 gifts. Here's an idea of how you can do it. It's real simple. You use an exhibit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a file, which I've already prepared. Yep, right here. And let's go to page 2 first. There we go. There I've got this parent, let's say. This parent donor made, I don't know, 15 different gifts to his 15 children. Yeah, we're stretching it on that one. That's how we're doing it. We're only using 1 line per gift. So how many can we fit on now? You know, counting these 8 lines, that would be 168 gifts. I just can't imagine you needing more. So that's the way it is. And you just put C Exhibit A. And then in my word processor, which I already have, hopefully, oh boy, here? Yeah, all right. Just getting nervous there. Here's my exhibit. Description of the gift, the name of the donee. Oh, I didn't put the address. You know, okay, it's a bad example. You know, I really should have the, you know, something like that. I mean, you could get the idea. So that's it. And now, like I said, if we go back to the form, we can put 1 gift on each line, and you'll never run out of room. No way. If you do, call me up. I want to know about it. We'll make a video about you. Well, anyway, that's the whole show, because I know that because whenever I hear the music, I know that I better have said everything that I have to say, and that's where I'm at right now. I wanted to give you a couple ideas on how you can handle multiple gifts, and mission accomplished. I hope you enjoyed this video, and even if you have no interest in gift tax, maybe you saw something that I did or a way of handling something that you can use in another way. Hey, that's great. So much the better. Incidentally, if you watched our last video and you saw a quick message, I think it was near the end, that was a joke. I guess maybe it wasn't a good joke. We don't believe in subliminal advertising, and as a joke, we slipped in some text. You know, I forget what it said. Like eat at Joe's or send $1 to Ernie, something like that. We even gave it a little extra time so it wouldn't be like subconscious. I guess somebody noticed that, and anyway, just wanted to let you know it's a joke. That's our disclaimer. Although if you insist on sending me the $1, that's okay too. All right, it's time to get serious, and thank you for taking time out to watch. I appreciate it. And until next time, stay healthy and happy, and I sincerely wish you all the best. Take care.